This show makes me happy. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about The Umbrella Academy. Season 2 just came out on Netflix. And before you ask, yes, you should watch Season 1 so you can learn about these characters. But a quick recap of Season 1. Rich guy adopts 7 kids who have special abilities. They were all born on the same day. And he raises them to be like some young Avengers superhero group. Eventually, they grow older, they grow apart, and they come back together once their father passes away. That's like a brief synopsis. In terms of superpowers, um, Luther, he has super strength. Diego can control things with his mind. It seems he has other powers that he don't really use. He just throws knives and curves them a lot, kind of like Hawkeye with knives. Allison can rumor anybody to do anything. Basically, say I heard a rumor, and then she can say whatever it is, and you'll do it. You have Klaus, who can commune with the dead. Ben is dead at the beginning of season 1. I don't even remember what his powers were. You have Vanya, whose abilities were limited in season 1, but she can like do sound projection type stuff. Really destructive. And then you have Five, who time travels and skips time and all that stuff. So the end of season 1, Five saves his family, and they time jump, and he happens to drop everybody off in Dallas in like the 1960s. So everybody's scattered. In season 1, it was all about bringing the family back together, for a common cause, their father dying, even though they didn't really like him, they were brought back together. In this season, they are all scattered in different years in Dallas. So they all have different lives, essentially. Five again goes into the future, sees the apocalypse happen again, and he has to go back to get his family back together and save the day again, from the apocalypse. So everyone is doing their own thing. And a lot of them don't want to go back to their old lives because they're enjoying what they're doing. Vanya gets hit by a car. She's taken in by a family. A kid who has autism, she's connecting with him. So she doesn't remember who she is. She doesn't know she has power. She doesn't know she has a family. She's chilling, enjoying living, with this little family. You have Diego. His obsession is stopping the JFK assassination, so he gets put in a mental institute. You have Klaus and Ben. Klaus can see Ben, and Klaus creates a cult, and he's been traveling around. He's gone to like California and India, and he's working his way back to Dallas. So he's been doing a lot of different things. Allison, she meets a guy, and she gets married, and she becomes part of the civil rights movement. She has to deal with segregation in Dallas. So she's like fighting a big cause. And then you have Luther. He works for like a mob boss as like a bodyguard, and then he does like side fights to make money for him. So everybody is doing something. It's not all great things, but everybody has their own life, since they arrived in Dallas, and they've been alone for so long. Like none of them knew each other was alive. And then Five comes back, and all hell breaks loose. He gets the band back together to stop the apocalypse. And it's I want to say it's a tighter story than season 1, because season 1 is a lot of getting to know the kids and the backstory of, what happened, with their father, why he brought them into the academy and everything like that. And then season 2 is just more so about what initially happened when each one of them arrived in Dallas, and, how they ended up in their predicament that they're in when Five finds them. And it's just a really cool story. The bad guys, of course, is the commission. That's the people who control like the space-time continuum and stuff like that. They send these 3 Swedish guys back who don't really talk, but they're deadly. And they're sent back to kill each one of the family members at different times, so they can really stop Five from stopping the apocalypse. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a well put together season, and I think they set it up perfectly for the next season. I don't want to spoil too much in this season because a lot happens, and it's really interesting. I believe the group is stronger now than they were at the end of season 1. Season 1 ended with a lot of bickering, even though they were together. The conflict in season one was more personal in terms of just the family dynamic. And I think in season two, it was an opportunity for them to come together and become a better, stronger family. So Umbrella Academy season two, I really enjoyed it. I think it's something you should watch. I know a lot of people have been binging it, and it's a great show. It's a lot of fun. It's funny. The powers are cool. Nobody is like too overpowered, and everybody faces some type of moment where they have to step up and be there for their sibling. So it's a cool show. Let me know if you watch it. Who's your favorite character? I think I like Five the most because he's there the most. But Vanya is really cool as well, when she uses her powers. But thank you for listening. Deuces.